Once you've created your template standardized letters for use with your EstateAssist account, the next step is to upload them. And just a reminder, the process of creating those letters can be seen in the other training video on this subject. But uploading them starts with logging into your account and going to the admin screen. Now, the admin icon is right up here at the top of the screen. And if you don't see that on yours, it just means you have not been given administrative privileges yet. That's not a problem. That can be granted to as many people in your firm as you like, and there's no additional cost for that. The first attorney who had an account created, your first person, was automatically created as the admin. And so they can log into that, click on the admin account, scroll down, and can grant administrative privileges to anybody else in the firm by selecting the person and clicking Add Admin. Once you're an administrator, you'll see this link and you'll come to this screen and you'll have this account management box. And there you can go to the correspondence settings. And what you're going to find is a series of categories of letters. And the categories dictate where your letters show up within the app. And so you're going to see general miscellaneous letters, interested persons letters, financial account letters, stocks and bonds letters, non-probate financial accounts, and non-probate real property letters. And within those, you're able to upload documents and number them, and we'll see why that's important here in a moment. In order to upload a letter that you've created, again, we suggest you save all those letters in one folder somewhere on your computer so they're easy to find and easy to handle all those. And you're going to click this Choose File button. You can then select any letter you want within from your computer. Click Open, and we see that letter name all of a sudden show up here because it's now prepped and ready to go into your account. You'll find that the letter shows up and shows you what its extension is, and docx is what you want. And that just means you've saved it as a Word document in your Save As feature for Microsoft Word. If you have an older file, maybe a document you've been using for years, it might be with a different extension under like one of the previous versions of Microsoft Word. You'll just want to do Save As and save it to Word document, so it has this docx end to it. You can then select where you want it to be saved, which of the categories. Okay, we'll say this is a financial account letter. And then you can type in whatever file name you want it to show in EstateAssist. So these names down through here are ones that were typed into this field. And then you'll click Save, and it'll pop up in the appropriate section down here. And then, as I said, you can number them and save those numbers or save that order. And that's helpful to ordering so that as you go through pulling up correspondence, you're sort of opening it in chronological order as the case administration goes on. But let's go out now and see how these show up. Once you've uploaded them, you can go to a case, and all of your general miscellaneous correspondence will show up in this correspondence icon. And so all those letters will be down through here with just all the information filled in, but for general or miscellaneous purposes. All of the interested persons correspondence is going to show up here in the notice and waiver screen with letters personalized to them. And then all the financial account information and stocks and bonds letters are going to show up in the receipts screen. And this is where the numbering becomes even a little more important. In the other sections, it might be helpful for chronology, but here it's helpful for saving space. Rather than put those big, long names of letters and really make this screen become a bit of a disaster, we wanted to keep it clean. And so financial accounts and stocks and bonds are going to show up here numbered 1 through 5. And so when you assign those numbers on your correspondence administration screen, those numbers will correspond. So you'll have up to 5 letters here for financial institutions and for stocks and bonds. If you find that you need more letters for those, let us know. We'll work out a way to expand that a little bit or give some other options. But we're trying to keep this page really user-friendly and intuitive, and didn't want it to get too messy. But we still wanted those letters here because we want them to be attached to the specific accounts and things. So I'm sure we can expand that at some point, and we probably will, but this is a great starting point. Letters like non-probate bank accounts or financial institutions, those are going to be coming later with some other expansions of the app. And so those will make a little more sense as we release some other features that we have in mind. So step one, you're going to create your letters using the variable placeholders. Step two, you're going to upload them to your account in the appropriate spots. And then from there, they are going to simply be a click away to open your letters and print them. Now, one other thing we want to mention, when you have web-based software like we do, obviously the internet browser that somebody uses can have a significant impact on their experience. And overall, we've been fairly comfortable with both Microsoft Edge and Google Chrome. Those are the two primary ones that are used by our users according to surveys. And historically, we favored Chrome for quite a while. It's still a very good browser. But with this feature, we are finding that sometimes it creates a little bit of friction. Specifically, what we find is when you're opening letters repeatedly through Chrome, and it is then calling out to Microsoft Word to open that document, sometimes you get what's called a caching issue, which means that Microsoft Word will sometimes think that the letter is already open. It just has a little bit of a communication issue with Chrome, and it is under the impression that it's already opened this letter because it's, we say, cached. And so you might get an error message. The simple way to fix that is to just completely close your Word session. And so if you have Word closed and you click a link, it'll open up a fresh Word session and your letter will come up fine. But if it's been open and you're opening repeated letters, you might find a little bit of an issue. We are not having that issue with Microsoft Edge. Edge and Word communicate with each other very well. And so we are able to open letters nonstop through Edge, and they come up just fine in Word. And so at this moment, we would lean a little more heavily toward using Edge, especially if you plan on doing a lot of opening and printing of letters. We did have an issue with Edge back in February. They had made an update, and it caused a few of our users to not have their documents populating in the PDFs. That has been resolved. If you're still having any issue, let us know. It's a pretty simple change of a setting and you'll be fine. But at this moment, we're leaning back toward Edge and feeling like it's giving the better user experience and allowing for the automated letters. If you have any questions or problems with that, please let us know. We really hope that this helps you. We think this is a feature that's going to save people a lot of time. You can now have dozens and dozens of letters that are a simple click and print, and you're able to send them out with all of your information populated. And we think that's going to be a really great feature. We look forward to your feedback and your ideas, and we look forward to bringing the next thing to you that saves you time and automates your work. Thanks.